Well, good morning, everybody. How you guys doing today? Good? You guys excited? Fantastic. My name is Terrance Ballinger. The CH stands for Certified Hypnotherapist. When I'm on stage doing comedy hypnosis shows, it stands for Comedic Hypnotist. It saves a little bit of space on a business card. You know, a lot of people say, Terrance, how long have you been working with hypnosis? Well, I've got 25 years experience. I've worked with hypnosis for over 25 years now. I got involved in hypnosis because I met a hypnotist. He showed me the ropes. He taught me what hypnosis was all about. And before that, I was an electrician. Yeah, I know it's shocking for some of you, but that's what I did. As we were just talking to this lady right here about our belief system, I grew up in England. My father was a very conservative man. He was a plumber. He had 7 kids, 5 boys, 2 girls. His belief system was that if you have a trade, you will always have food on the table. You'll have a roof over your head because everybody needs a tradesman. They need him to fix things. So my father was a plumber, and all the boys in the family became tradesmen. Not one of us became a plumber. And I'll tell you the reason for that, because as a kid, he used to take us to these odd jobs. He used to call them foreigners, and he took us to the job site on the weekends. And as a little kid, I saw him hauling these bathtubs, these toilets upstairs, kneeling on cold floors, and all he did was complain. So I'm going, I'm not going to do that. So I ended up becoming an electrician. I took on the belief system. I met a hypnotist, and once I met that hypnotist, he changed the way I thought about things. And for 25 years now, I've been doing hypnosis, traveling the world, loving what I do. I do motivational speaking. I do seminars such as this one, and I do comedy shows. I do about 200 performances a year. So I travel everywhere. If you go to my website, my schedule's already up for this year. You'll see exactly where we're going. So for 25 years. So let's talk about today's program. We called it Hypnosis Revealed. And the reason we call it that is, today I want to educate you a little bit. What I want you to do is, I want you to understand what hypnosis is. By doing so, once you get your head around this, once you understand what hypnosis is, now you can learn to use it to change things in your life for many, many different things. And today, we're going to demonstrate to you how you can use the power of your mind, okay? Hypnosis Revealed. What can we use hypnosis for? Well, sleeping better. Raise your hand if you'd like to sleep better. Raise your hand. Absolutely. And for those people that got hypnotized, you had a great night's sleep already, didn't you? You had a great night's sleep? You too, sir. Those people that came up on stage, that lady, you just nodded your head. You were on stage last night. Do you have a good night's sleep? Yeah? Fantastic. So hypnosis can help you sleep better. It can help control stress. We live in a stressful world today, don't we? Hypnosis is good for stress. Stopping smoking. How many people here would like to stop smoking? Just cough, I can find you. That lady put up her hand over there. This lady told me before she came in, when she came in here today, 10 years as a non-smoker through hypnosis. Congratulations. Give her a round of applause right there. Lose weight. Who wants to lose weight? Yes. Get excited. I'm going to hypnotize all of you tomorrow on that one. I'll show you how I lost weight, how I lost 20 pounds here on the cruise ship and kept it off. We call that the Think and Be Thin program. That's tomorrow. How about getting rid of a phobia? That's one of the easiest things to do. Sugar addiction. Who wants to get rid of that craving for sugar? How many people went to the chocolate buffet? How many people indulged in the chocolate buffet? Same hands, okay. Improve your memory. How many people like to improve their memory? Yeah. You know, isn't this funny? We sit on our couch, we think about something, and then you get up and you walk to the kitchen, you get in the kitchen, you get there, you go, why am I here? You forgot already from here to here. Hypnosis can help you remember things quite easily. Pain management. Raise your hand. Yeah. Let's ask this lady. How did you feel after the show? Did you feel any pain, any stress? Did you feel relaxed?
I felt great.
You felt great. Anybody else? You felt fantastic too. Do you have any headaches, backaches, or anything like? No. Because hypnosis is a great pain tool. It's a tool. If you have pain though, please go and see a physician. Pain tells you that, okay? But we can control the pain level. If you have a pain level of an 8, we can bring that down to a 4, maybe a 3. And if it's down to a 4, 3, guess what? You're going to have a better day, correct? So hypnosis is a great tool for that. Sports enhancement. Hockey. How many people are from Canada? Raise your hand. Wayne Gretzky, remember that guy? The Edmonton Oilers. Wayne Gretzky, one of the best hockey players out there, used hypnosis. Visualization techniques to become the best he could possibly be. Basketball, bowling, tennis, baseball, golf. Golf, who would like to learn to get rid of 7 strokes? Yeah. I live on a golf course, and the golf course manager, when I'm home, invites me in to do little seminars on golfing. I can't make you any better. But guess what? I can make you more consistent. If you consistently have better shots, you are going to bring down that score. And that's what hypnosis can help you do. Tiger Woods, we know that name, big time golfer. His coach uses hypnosis techniques on him. Think about this. He's on that 18th hole. He's got a 20-foot putt. He's got 10,000 people around him. It's for $10 million. 100 million people watching him maybe. Who knows? A lot of people. When he's on that thing, do you think he's thinking about you guys? No, he's blocked you out. He got himself into what? A zone. And that's called an emotional state. He programmed himself to get that emotional state to achieve that goal. So we hear this all the time. All these sports players, a lot of them telling us these stories of how they got as good as they got, okay? Now the biggest question is, have you ever been hypnotized? You hear me say this all the time. Yes, yes, yes. Every one of you people in this room get hypnotized every day of your life. We don't call it hypnosis. Well, you don't, I do. You call it daydreaming. And today, a lot of you will do this on me. You'll be listening to me and all of a sudden, your mind goes somewhere else. You'll wander away, and guess what? It's okay to do that. You know why? Because when you wander away, you are now in a heightened state of suggestibility. And when you're in that heightened state of suggestibility, anything that's happening around you is sneaking in. So I'm getting you, just to let you know. It's getting in there. And that's what happens today with advertisers. Think about it. Does the advertiser do the commercial once? No. Over and over again. You may not be listening to that commercial. It may be playing in the background, but guess what? It's getting in there. And one day you'll act upon it. Advertisers are the best hypnotists out there. They know the language patterns. They know the visual patterns to get to you. Okay? So anytime you daydream, you are now letting stuff in. So if you want to wander away on me today, please feel free to do so. Okay? Daydreaming is a form of hypnosis. How about this one? Watching a movie. Movie. But Terrence, how can be watching a movie a form of hypnosis? Well, think about this. If the director of the movie is doing his job, what is happening to you? Well, if it's a scary movie, you're getting scared. You're getting nervous right in the chair, right? If it's a funny movie, you're laughing. If it's a sad movie, you're crying. Tears will start to come in your eyes. For some of us, we will bawl. You can maybe experience all of those within 90 minutes. Guess what? He got you into a heightened state of suggestibility. When you're in that heightened state of suggestibility, you are now having an emotional response to what he's putting up on that screen. Hypnosis right there. Okay? So you see where I'm going with this? We go into a state of hypnosis all the time. We just don't know it. Wouldn't you like to control it? Yeah? Would you like to control some of this? Sure, why not? I'm going to teach you how to do that. Think about this one. Reading a book. How many people here read the Kindles? I see a lot of them here on the ships. Yeah? Exactly. If the author's doing a good job, guess what? You don't want to put it down, do you? You want to know what's going to happen on the next page. Hypnosis right there. How about this one? Driving a car. We've all heard that one proven. Road hypnosis, right? So you see where I'm going, folks? We do go into a state of hypnosis. Hypnosis is a state. And in that state, we create an emotional response to a physical action. That's why when we went to the movies last night, remember we went to the movies in the late night show? Did you see the physical response of those people on stage? They go, whoa, yeah. Whatever you think up here, you'll have a physical response. Guaranteed. If you have a physical response here, you'll have an emotional response. It works both ways. Okay? So hypnosis is a state, an emotional state. And that's what I do as a hypnotist. I create those emotional states where you will have a physical reaction. Okay? Hypnosis is not mind control. People have asked me this all the time. And people are afraid of this, and I understand that because there's a lot of bad stuff out there on the internet. Movies. We've seen these movies where people get hypnotized and walk around like zombies, right? They're out there. It's just a movie. Think of it. It is just a movie. That's their job. They distort it to entertain. The Russians try to use it. Didn't work. A lot of people have tried to use it to control people. If I could control people's minds, guess what? I would not be standing right here. I'd be on my private island just collecting the cash that you keep sending me. But guess what? I'm standing right here. So I am not controlling your minds. It's not meditation. How many people like to meditate? Raise your hand. Very similar. Meditation and hypnosis is very similar. We use relaxation techniques, but in meditation, we clear our thoughts. In hypnosis, we organize our thoughts to achieve the outcome we want. And it's definitely not sleep. It looks that way. As a stage hypnotist, my job is to give the illusion that these people are sleeping, but they're not asleep. You heard everything I said, yes? You felt relaxed, your eyes are closed, you go, this feels good, I'm going to stay here. I can hear that guy's voice, but this feels good. But you're looking like you sleep. It's a visual effect. It's like a movie director. I'm creating an image for you, okay? So it's not sleep. In the last 50 years, hypnosis has gained acceptance as a viable healthcare resource. What do I mean by that? Well, in 1958, the American Medical Association accepted hypnosis as a tool. As a tool. Doctors, nurses, physicians, dentists, healthcare givers are now using hypnosis more now than ever before as a tool. How many people are from England here? Raise your hand. Okay, a few of you. I'm actually born and raised in England, but in World War II, the British, in World War II, they were running out of medical supplies. And they didn't know how to deal with all the trauma that was coming in. And then they started using hypnosis techniques to do this. And believe it or not, they had a huge success rate in World War II with hypnosis and working with the trauma of the people coming in off the battlefields. They did amputees with it as well, things like that. They did some amazing things. That's how it gained its credibility. By the year 1958, it became accepted. So it's a viable tool in the healthcare industry today. How many Catholic people do we have here today? The church, the Catholic Church has accepted hypnosis for childbirth. So that's a pretty powerful thing right there. So it's very real, okay? It's very real. Who can be hypnotized? All right, let's ask that question. Well, we all can. But first off, you must be willing. You can't get hypnotized against your will. It ain't gonna happen. You have to want to do it. You have to want to make change. If you want to make change, you're 50% there already. If somebody comes up to me and says, Terrence, can you make me quit smoking? No, I can't. Can you help me quit smoking? Well, yeah, I can. Big difference. You have to want it. You have to have the desire. You have to have what we call leverage. Once you create the desire, the leverage to make that change, guess what? You're almost there. You're on your way. Okay? Secondly, you must have no fear. This lady right here, you already told me your fear last night. You said your hands got stuck together. You stood up. And then all of a sudden you looked at that stage and go, I'm not going up there. That is fear. And you stopped yourself. So if you have fear about hypnosis, guess what? You're going to stop yourself. If you allow it to happen, guess what? It's going to help you. But you have to want it to happen. And you're in complete control at all times. And I know, folks, you've seen my shows already. It looks like I have control of all these people. I don't. I only have as much control as the individual person gives me. Okay? Only as much as the individual person gives me. My job is to find out how much can she give me? Or how much is he willing to do? And I'll push you to the limits to get the reaction I want, okay? So that's it. You must have no fear, and you must have an IQ of above 60. Anyone below 60, raise your hand, let me know where you are. Right here, right here, right here. Guess what? You are now above 60 because you understood the question. Welcome to our world. Everybody here has an IQ of above 60, obviously, okay? Hypnosis. 20% of the population is born with the exceptional ability to achieve a deep hypnotic state quickly and easily under any conditions. Why did I put that statement up there? Because when I do my shows, people say, why did I pick that person? Or why did I pick that person? Well, these people that I picked and stayed up on my stage, they're in that 20%. My job is to find that 20% that could go there quickly and easily. Because if I spent an hour trying to hypnotize you, would you stay here and watch the show? You go, this is boring, let's go, honey. The buffet's upstairs, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So my job is to move that part as quickly, as fast as I can, and yet still try to entertain. So I will zone into those 20% of the population. The other 80%, you can get there, but you need a little bit more time, that's all. You need to get over the fear. You need to get away from the distraction because not everybody can go on a stage, right? When you do hypnosis in the privacy of your own home, guess what? You're safe, you're secure, you've already got that in your head. So you allow it. So you just take a little bit more work. That's why I put that up there. What does it feel like to be hypnotized? Well, our muscles relax, our jaw drops, our breathing changes, time doesn't exist, and it just feels great. Just feels great. Let's talk to some of the people that were in our show. Right over here. We've talked to you a little bit already. Let's talk to this lady. How did you feel after the show? On a scale of 1 to 10, how did you feel? 10. 10. Fantastic. Who would like to feel like a 10? Yeah, absolutely. Sir, how did you feel?
That's a 9 at least.
At least a 9?
Yes.
That makes you a cool guy. If you saw the other show, right? Who else is on the stage? Right over here. Anybody else? Are you? Oh yes. How are you? How did you feel, sir?
Good.
You felt good? Did you have a good sleep?
No.
No. Why not? You chose not to accept that one. But you can. You just have to get past that little block that you've got going on. Remember what I said? 99% of you will. The 1%, for some reason, is blocking it. You've got a blocker stopping you. Hypnosis can help you get past that block. You do it a little bit more and get used to it, you will have a good sleep. I guarantee that. Let's ask this question. Who has used hypnosis in the past? We know this lady over here used it for smoking. Anybody else got a story you'd like to tell us how successful you were? Did you quit smoking? Did you get rid of a fear of phobia with hypnosis? If you've got a little story you'd like to tell us, yes ma'am? I used it for pain. You used it for pain, and you're still using it today? But you've accomplished the goal. Yeah, so you brought down the pain level a bit. Congratulations, right there. We talked about pain. You can bring it down. If you practice it and practice it a little bit more, you can continue that, okay? Who else has a quick thing they'd like to say? Anybody else? Right over here. Let's go over here really quick. I love these little stories.
I controlled the blood control in a surgery.
Your blood pressure. Absolutely. And they've used hypnosis for that in surgery as well. Hypnosis is a viable tool for that sort of thing. It feels great. It's like getting a full body massage. You feel good afterwards, okay? Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between what is real or vividly imagined. What does that mean? Tell you what, why don't we just do a little demonstration on that? Our subconscious mind takes in all this information. Remember how I said it sneaks in there when you're distracted, when you're daydreaming? Well, it absorbs all that stuff. And when you ask yourself a question, you ask yourself questions thousands of times a day. Not consciously, but subconsciously, you ask a question, and it will pull off of that information that's in your head. And then give you an answer, and then you go on that pathway. So, it doesn't know the difference between right and wrong. So let's try this. Stand up for me right now, stand up. If you don't feel comfortable standing up, then don't do this. What I want you to do is I want you to get space between you all. Put out your arms and make sure you're this far apart on all sides, at least arm's length away from the person around you. Okay? Perfect. All right, put your arms down. Now you've got that space between somebody, okay? What I'd like you to do is just simply follow along. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to prove to you how your subconscious mind works and how you can reprogram something just like that. Okay, I want you to bring your right arm up slowly. I want you to point your index finger straight in front of you. I want you to look down at the tip of that finger and look where it's pointing. Good. Make sure your feet are separated about 12 inches apart at least, because you need to be sturdy on the ground. Now look where you're pointing. Now I want you to slowly turn your body as comfortably as you can to your right and follow that point on the tip of that finger. Follow that point on the tip of the finger, and when you get to that point, stop. Don't move your feet. Keep your feet exactly where they are. And when you get to that point, stop and look where you're pointing now. Okay? Now bring your finger back slowly and your hand back slowly to the front, and then drop your arm down. But remember that point that you just looked at, okay? Remember that point. Put your arm down. Now, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. I'm going to do a little bit of reprogramming for you. So close your eyes for me right now. We're going to use our imaginations. You don't have to physically do it, but you can if you want. Do it in your mind. It's better that way. In your mind, imagine or visualize you're lifting that arm up again. In your mind, imagine you're lifting your arm up, and your finger is now pointing straight in front of you. You know where you're looking at. Now, in your mind, I want you to twist your body to the right again and follow the tip of that finger. But this time, you will go past that first original point. In your mind, go twice as far. Twice as far. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed. You're using your imagination. Keep your eyes closed and go twice as far as you did with your eyes open. Good. Now, in your mind, slowly bring that arm all the way back, and drop the hand down in front of you. Keep your eyes tightly closed, though. Let's do that again. In your mind, lift up your arm. In your mind, point down to the tip of that finger. In your mind, this time we're going to go 4 times further as we twist our body in our mind 4 times further, almost twisting our body completely around. Keep going as far as you can in your mind. You can do anything in your mind. And once you get there, bring it back slowly one more time. One more time. Good. And bring that arm down. In your mind, we're going to do one more time, but this time, imagine we're going to do a 360. In our mind, lift up that arm, look down the tip of the finger. This time, imagine your whole body going 360 degrees around as you twist your entire body in your mind. Good. Now slowly bring it back. Bring it back, bring it back, put down the arm, open your eyes. Okay, so what we just did is we went through a routine in our mind. It's a pattern, it's a routine. We created a routine. Now let's try this again. With your eyes open, lift up your arm. Point down, look at that tip. And this time, I want you to twist your body as far as you possibly can, past that original point, and see how easy it is to go past that first point you did when you had your eyes open. Twist as far as you can, and you'll notice you go a lot further than you did before as you look at the tip of that finger. Okay? Now bring your arm back. By a round of applause, how many people went a lot further? Clap your hands if you did. Fantastic. Congratulations. Sit on down. What did you just do? You created a new routine, a new pattern, a new emotional state to achieve a simple little goal. So what the mind, the difference between what it sees and vividly imagines, it does not know the difference, okay? Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference there. Weight management. Hypnosis is a great tool for weight management. I know a lot of people are interested in this, and tomorrow we're going to do a complete seminar on that. Again, in that seminar, I'm going to teach you how to lose 20 pounds, okay, in that particular seminar. The 2 biggest sellers in the bookstore are the cookbooks and the diet books. The cookbooks tell you how to prepare the food, and the diet books tell you not to eat any of it. Andy Williams. What a great man that fellow looks. Isn't that so true, though? That's what you'll find in the bookstore. We'll talk about that on the Think and Be Thin program. Americans spend $33 billion a year on weight loss products and the services, yet the percentage of Americans considered overweight increase annually. It's becoming bigger, heavier. Right now, there's about over 1 billion people in the world today considered obese. There's only 7 billion people in the world, give or take a few. Since 1980, we've doubled. Guess what? Our kids are following the same suit, aren't they? Yeah. Kids now are becoming diabetic at 7, 8, 9 years old. Their blood pressure is shooting through the roof. Kids shouldn't be experiencing that. Kids are now having heart attacks at 14, 15 years old. Why do you think this is? Because they're addicted. What are they addicted to? Well, they're addicted to sugar. Number one addiction in the world today is sugar. Over and above cocaine, pot, all of that combined together, that's what we're addicted to. Sugar. There was an article posted on the news media on the internet from the mayor of Amsterdam. His biggest concern was drugs. And it's legal there. Not the drugs that are legal, where we're talking about pot and hash and all that stuff that they have illegal. His biggest concern was sugar as a number one addiction. And we'll talk a lot more about that tomorrow. Overweight and obesity has quadrupled in the world, accounting for 1 billion people today. So that's a lot. Headache and pain management. Let's break that down for you a little bit. Evidence suggests that hypnosis releases endorphins from the brain during the trance state. So when you begin to relax, you're releasing these endorphins that help deal with pain. It can help with headaches, backaches, arthritis, rheumatism, menstrual cramps, labor pains, and accident injuries. You know, when we get in an accident and we got the pain after the fact, it can help deal with all of that. Hypnosis is great for pain management. So I want to explain the subconscious mind to you and how it works in the conscious mind. Just give you a little information here so you can understand the difference between our conscious thought process and our subconscious process, okay? Our subconscious mind does one thing and one thing only. It analyzes. It's analytical. It makes a decision based off the information it receives in the subconscious mind. That's how you got here today. You made a conscious decision based off the information you've already received during this cruise. You came to my shows. You enjoyed the shows. You wanted to know a little bit more about hypnosis, so you asked yourself that question. You answered it. Consciously, you made a decision, showed up today. That's how you got here. Conscious decision. Okay? It makes critical judgments and decisions based on the information gathered and stored in your subconscious mind. Okay? Pretty simple. We call that the beta level. That's what we're in right now. To measure our brain waves, it's the beta level. We got 4 different levels. We got beta, alpha, theta, delta. There's 4 different levels of that. Our subconscious mind now, it does a lot of different things. It does more than one thing. It's the most powerful part of the brain. It's the source of our energy and motivation, yet it has no ability to analyze and make those judgments, like the conscious mind does. So what it does is, it takes all that information in that you keep getting flooded with every day. Every sound that you hear, every picture or image you see gets stored into the subconscious mind as a memory. When you ask yourself a question, your subconscious mind will send that information to the conscious mind. You'll make a decision based on what the information you have. And it could be right or wrong. Sometimes we make bad decisions, right? Happens all the time. That's based off the information you already have. Okay? And that is what we call the alpha level. And you go into that just before you go to sleep at nighttime. So let's break the subconscious down just a little bit more for you, because this is the side we're going to work on today. When you use your conscious mind to accomplish losing weight or stopping smoking, you probably found it difficult to stick with the program. So when you made a conscious decision to lose some weight, to quit smoking, it was hard for you to do. You probably did not succeed because you did not do what? You did not change the information in your unconscious mind to give you the decision to make the right decision to stay on track. When you involve the subconscious mind, the changes happen automatically. You've seen this on stage. You've seen how we can create a state change. You know, why don't we do something like that today? Let's, you know, you were such a great subject on stage. Would you like to change something small today? Would you like to be a little bit more motivated? Yeah, I'm speaking with, yeah, what would you like to change today? What would you like me to give you as a suggestion? Wait, all right, go grab a chair up there. Go grab a chair. Let's find somebody else. What about one of the guys who would like to try it? Anybody else, one of the ladies who was up on stage? Who else? Any one of you ladies? You want to try it? Come on up. Come and grab a chair. Let's have a big hand for these two people here really quick. Grab a chair right up here. So you want to get focused on losing a little bit of weight.
A little bit more, no.
Well, we have to do a little bit more, but we're going to set you on the right track. Sit on down here, man. Well, we're going to make a change. Let's say, what is your biggest addiction? What is the thing that you say causes the weight gain? Is it chocolate or is it something like that? Is it emotional eating? What do you, emotional eating. Okay, so when you get stressed, you want to eat. That's what emotional eating is.
Okay, stress, happy, sad, whatever.
Stress, okay. Let's get down to the stress part of it. Okay, good. What about you? What would you like to change?
Probably my weight.
The same thing?
I have been losing weight, but it's hard to stay on the program.
Okay, so basically what happens is when we start to gain weight, it's called emotional eating. What happens with emotional eating is created by stress. So we're going to deal with the stress area. So I want you to get comfortable in the chair. Just sit back in the chair for me. I'm just going to put the microphone down really quick, and you're going to see something pretty quick that happens here really quick in a moment, and I'll explain what I just did, okay? I'm sorry, I forget your name. What was your name?
Pat.
Pat. Nice to meet you, Pat. Relax, sleep. Relax, we go. Okay? You saw how I did that, right? I put my hand to the chest there. Look over there. Sleep. Relax. Let it go deeper, deeper, deeper and deeper. Relaxing every muscle, every nerve, every fiber, relaxing as you focus on my voice. The more you focus on my voice, the more relaxed your body will become. Today we're going to give you a suggestion that each and every one of you two people on this stage wants. As you focus on my voice, just relax and enjoy this feeling of complete total body relaxation. So what did I do there? I overloaded. Remember what I talked about? I overloaded. I went to shake her hand. So what did you do when you went to shake somebody's hand? Well, you think, oh, I'm going to shake that hand and say hello. But I took her hand and put it to her head, and her mind's going, this is not what happens. And then I said, sleep. So she automatically responded and went down. The other lady knew what I was going to do, so I touched her forehead. Because she thought I was going to do the same thing, so I changed the routine just like that. It's what we call a shock induction. This can happen to a lot of people in this room today. We can do that. Okay? So now we've got them in this state. They are now in what we call a heightened state of suggestibility, just like the movie director got them. So now their subconscious mind is open for a little bit of reprogramming. The two ladies sat here right now. From this point in time, you're going to make some changes in your life. Changes that you want. Changes that are going to give you the ability to achieve your goal of dealing with your weight. We're going to do that quite simply by helping you deal with stress. We know stress is associated with emotional eating. Stress will activate emotional eating. When we're stressed, we tend to eat crap, sugar products, to get that instant energy, that relief. From this point in time, anytime you feel stressed, you're going to do one simple thing for me. And I want you to do this right now. What I want you to do is take your thumb and your forefinger and touch it together for me right now. Your thumb, your forefinger, and touch it together. Your thumb and forefinger. Your thumb and finger. Touch it right there. Anytime you're feeling stress, I want you to rub your fingers together. Rub your fingers together right now. And as you rub those fingers, you are now going to be linked to this emotional state of relaxation. Anytime you rub your fingers like this, you will feel relaxed. You will not go to sleep like this, but your body will feel relaxed. As you rub your fingers, you are now linking this emotional state to relaxation. Relaxation brings down stress levels. Rub those fingers a little bit more, and as you rub those fingers, your stress levels will simply go down, down, and down. Now relax the hands. Relax the hands. Good. Now let's do that one more time. Anytime we're stressed, we get in a stressful situation, anytime we feel tired, and we want to boost our feeling, our emotional feelings, we're going to rub our fingers together. Do that now, one more time. Rub those fingers together. Good. And relax those hands. From this point in time, this will be an unconscious routine for you. You will do this without thinking about it, like driving a car. You will not think about it, but anytime you're feeling stressed, you will simply do that. By doing that, it will help you with your eating, your emotional eating, which will help you with your weight gain. It will help you lose the weight. On the count of 3, you'll open your eyes. You'll feel wonderful from your head to the very tips of your toes. Amazing, the best you've felt all day long. You'll have big smiles. You'll feel relaxed and ready to enjoy the rest of our program. 1, 2, 3. Eyes open, wide awake, sit up straight, wide awake, sit up straight, sit up straight. Ladies, thank you for coming up. How are you feeling right now? Good. Fantastic. You?
Great.
Fantastic. Let's have a big hand for these two ladies for volunteering here today. I'll let you go sit down. I'll help you down the steps. And we know what to do. What do we do when we're feeling a little stressed? What do we do when we feel a little stressed? That's what we do. That's what we do. Good for you guys. Fantastic. Yeah. I'm gonna double de-stress myself. I'm doing it with 2 hands. Whatever works for you. Okay, so what did we do there? We just gave them an anchor to create emotional state. So anytime they're feeling like this, they go like this, and guess what? They're gonna feel better, okay? They're gonna feel better. I'll give you a little story here real quick on how I did something here on the ship, and you may recognize this. When you go to the buffet, you're standing in the line, you know the line goes this way, but out of nowhere, somebody kind of comes in the other direction, right? Well, this happened a few years ago. I was on ship standing at the buffet right here. There's 2 guys on this side. I'm just about out to reach something, and out of nowhere, this lady comes right from this side. She reaches over my plate and grabs something right over there. And I just looked at her and I go, okay. I smiled. And I'll tell you why I did that in a moment. These 2 guys over here did not smile. They looked at her and they looked at each other and go, did you see that? That's what they said. They actually said, no, did you see that? Now the funny thing about the story is this lady came around me, went here, did the same thing to those guys. I just looked and smiled. Those guys, what did they do? They brought that stress up a little bit more. The lady walked away. Did she care? No. Did those 2 guys care? Oh yeah. They cared a lot because they couldn't stop talking about it in the line. I smiled. Why did I smile? Because that is my anchor. When somebody upsets me, a complete stranger, I just smile. Because when you smile, can you be mad? No way. Try it, smile. Try and get mad at me. Go get mad. You can't, can you? No, because you're having an emotional response. So when somebody cuts me off in traffic, when somebody does that, complete stranger, I do not accept it. And that's what you just did to yourself. You just gave yourself that little anchor. Okay? You know what the funny thing is? I sat down. These fellas sat about 4 tables away. Guess what? I could still hear them talking about it. They went from a 2 stress level to a 10, blowing steam out of their head, okay? So that's what we call a little anchor, and that's what we did with those 2 ladies today. One more time, let's have a big round of applause for those 2 ladies for volunteering. All right, let's get going here. I'm running out of time. So the subconscious mind has at least 5 basic functions that it does. At least 5. It stores all our memories. We talked about that. Anything that we smell, hear, touch, feel gets in our head. Then we ask ourselves a question. We pull off of those memories to get our conscious decision. Again, that's how we got here today. It does our involuntary body functions. What do I mean by that? Well, do you think about your heart beating? No. Do you think about breathing? No. Guess what? The subconscious mind runs 24/7. It does all of that for us. Do you think about driving a car? Well, you probably did when you started to learn, yeah? But afterwards, once you learned, you do it on a subconscious routine. You store that, and you pull off all that information. So it does all that for us. It creates habits and patterns. And that's how we work. We create a routine. We are creatures of habit, are we not? We do the same thing over and over and over again. And once you do it over and over again, you always get what? The same outcome. Might not be the outcome you want, so if you want to change it, you've got to reprogram, just like a computer. We all have computers these days. What happens when you buy a new computer? Or later on, as the computer's like 6, 7 months old, what do? You get a little icon that says, please update. Yeah? Happens. We got to update this as well, because we can wander off track. You need to update that as well, okay? So it stores those habits and patterns for us, okay? And it's the seat of our emotions, number 4. Let me explain the seat of our emotions really quick for you. Since emotions govern the strength of our desires and our desires govern our behavior, we are the product of our subconscious beliefs, okay? Only by learning to change the programming can we change ourselves. Does that make sense? Yeah. If we want to change something in life, change the way you think, my friend. And it's that simple. We just changed it with these 2 ladies. They're going to do this to change an emotional feeling, okay? So it's the seat of our emotions. And the 5th one, the subconscious mind directs our energy. It always achieves what it sets out to accomplish. Whatever you focus on, my friend, you will achieve. Those people that have pain. Anybody have pain, constant pain all the time? Raise your hand. Quite a few of you, okay? What happens, think about this. If you focus on the pain, guess what? Pain level goes up, yes? You have good days, you have bad days, correct? When you have a good day, are you thinking about the pain? Are you focused on it? No. You're distracted by something else that's more fun for you, and that pain level goes down. So you know you can achieve this already by changing your focus. So whatever you focus on, you will tend to achieve. So if you want to change something in life, focus on what you want to change on a day-to-day basis, and it will help you out, okay? I have an app. You can download this app. It's absolutely free. If you haven't got one of these app cards, they're right here on the front table. I have some on this table. Is Philip here in the room yet? No? Okay. I'm waiting for one of our helpers to show up. They're going, one of the cast members. But anyway, the app you can download for free. We have them on the table. In fact, I'm going to put some here on the front of the stage so you don't have to rush the tables afterwards. What this app does for you, a lot of great things. You can download it for free. You can put it on your iPhones, your iPads, your Kindles, whatever. You can put it on all these different devices. Whatever device you have that allows you to put apps on it, you can use it there. Now, what's on the app is a lot of great information. Today, I don't have enough time to talk to all of you about all the different things I'd like to talk to you about. So I continue the education, if you want to call it that. I continue this after you leave. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm putting a series of blogs on my app right now. Blog 1 just went up. It's about habits, how you can change a habit instantly like you just did here. The next one will be on something else, and the next one is a series. I have video clips up there. I have a video clip on how I lost 20 pounds, kept it off. I tell you how I did that. Okay? That's all for free. Every month I put a program up there that you can listen to, a self-hypnosis program. It'll be up there for an entire month. Why is it up there for a month? Because why? It takes 30 days to change. So I leave it up there for 30 days. At the end of that 30 days, I'll change that program and put a different one up there. You can give it to your friends. They can listen to it for free. Okay, so a lot of great information up there. There's photo galleries and so much more. It's great. It's got my tour schedule. You can find out where I'm at if you want to come and visit us, okay? I work a lot on the land as well. I don't only work with ships. I do corporate. I do fairs, state fairs, festivals, that sort of thing. I do high school graduation parties. They're fun. 3 o'clock in the morning, these kids are going, oh, because they lock them in. You've heard this, right? Yes. They take these kids, they lock them into a building. You are not allowed to leave till 6 in the morning or whatever time they set. And then at 3 o'clock, they're just like going around. They got cokes and they're going like this, trying to get energy. I come on, I energize them. Bang! I keep them going for 2 hours straight. And by the time they finish, they're like, like that. 6 o'clock comes along, they go, yeah, let's take on the day. So you got it, right? So I do a lot of things like that too. So download the app, it gives you the information. Now I have some programs available for you today. I'm going to break these down really quick. I have CDs available. The first program I have is called the Think and Be Thin. We're going to do that tomorrow, okay? The second program I have is the deep relaxation program called Mind Advantage. It has sleep in there, has memory in there. 3 CDs in there, and then of course I have the memory program package that focuses on memory, like all different areas of our memory. Recall, planting suggestions. Are you going to help me today, Barry? Is that why you're here? Okay, good. Okay, I was wondering where Philip was. It's going to be you. Okay, all right, got it. So, 3 different programs available today. On my website, there are $119 each. But here on the cruise ship, we have a special offer for you guys. I can only do this on the cruise ship just to let you know. It's available for $65. Now, you also get some other programs with this that you can download. They're available here at this table. They're going to be at that table. Barry, let's have a big hand for Barry, our production manager. He's the guy, right there, give us a wave, Barry. He's the guy that makes all these shows on this stage flow. He takes care of all his entertainers. Okay, now, those are available to take home. Now, I have something else completely different available today. It's a flash drive. We call it a thumb drive. It's one of these little guys right here. If you're not sure what one of these things are, just ask a 5-year-old kid. They'll tell you what to do with this. Basically what it is, it stores information. It stores all of my programs that I have available today. I have 24 self-hypnosis programs a day. Each program is designed correctly with the correct wording to make sure you have the best results possible, okay? So it's available. Some of the programs on there, all those programs we just talked about are on there. Also, all these other programs, Stop Smoking, Fears and Phobias, Headache and Pain Control, attract abundance, better golf, excel in sports, stop biting your nails, hypnosis for lovers, kickstart your day, ease away anxiety, emotional eating, sugar addiction, maintaining weight loss. Hopefully, you don't have all of those issues. Some people do, trust me, I may have got more. But what we do, we allow you to share that with your friends and family. Okay? You can put it on more than one computer. It's not locked down. You can share it, okay? Only on the flash drive can you do that. On my website, it's $299 for the flash drive, and I know that's a lot of money. You buy these programs individually, it's over $700. But again, here on the cruise ship, we can offer you a special pricing, only available on the ship when you're on the ship, for $117. You can take that home with you today. Any of these products, you just sign off to your room. You forget about it until 2 days from now. When you go to the front desk, oh my God, how many days been? But I had a good time on the cruise. Anyway, sign it off to your room. I'm going to be up at this table. Barry's going to be down here. And the app cards are on the table right there. What else is on the flash drive? Well, I got a couple other things on the flash drive. I've got 4 different individual books that I put together. First one is called Hypnosis Revealed. In the Hypnosis Revealed book, we talk about everything we talked about today, plus some. I give you a script in there on how to do your own program. I give you the correct wording on how to choose the correct wording. So if you wanted to do your own self-hypnosis program for an individual thing, this book will teach you how to do that. I have the Think and Be Thin weight loss program book that goes with the Think and Be Thin program. Memory Power book. I teach you the linking system and so forth in there on how to remember names, places and stuff. Great for kids, for learning and of course study habits. And of course, Goodbye Stress, Hello Happiness, a little booklet I put together there on how to deal with day-to-day stress and have just a great day, basically. Those books are on the flash drive. They're in a PDF format. You can read them on your computer. If you're tech savvy, you can actually put them onto your Kindles and your iPads through a PDF technique. That's if you're tech savvy on that. That's all on the flash drive. Again, all those programs are available today for $117. Oh, that's the end. So don't forget about the app. It's available for you to download. Again, those cards are here. My name is Terrance Ballinger. I am going to be on the ship to Miami with you. Again, this particular program I'm going to post on the blog so you can watch this over again. You may even see the back of your heads on it. I don't know, but the ladies will see themselves up here. If you come up on stage to talk to me, please do not ask any questions just yet. We do have to change over the theater for our rehearsals for tonight's performance. I will leave here and I will go to the lobby or outside the theater. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock, we do have the weight loss program. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for attending.